Hello, my name is Brittany Castillo, and I'm excited to present to you my research on nicotine cessation and its impact on anxiety using zebrafish as a model organism. To begin, nicotine addiction is an important public health issue in the United States, with millions affected and a high annual mortality rate. Varenicline is a common pharmacological intervention for quitting nicotine, but has been linked to side effects that include anxiety. To better understand these effects, we turn to zebrafish, which are a valuable model for studying addiction due to their behavior similarities to humans. And in here in Figure 1, I have attached a phylogenetic tree showing the relationship between humans and zebrafish. My study aimed to explore how varenicline influences anxiety behaviors in zebrafish following nicotine exposure. We utilized a novel tank test and a standard assay for measuring anxiety to evaluate the effects of varenicline on anxiety in zebrafish in both acute and recurrent nicotine exposure. We did this by using two strains of zebrafish, AB and wild-type seagrass. Both were exposed to nicotine or varenicline, and their behavior were analyzed in a novel tank setup. Specifically, we compared the time spent in different time zones of the tank, which reflect their anxiety levels. Here in Zone 1, we use this to display the most amount of anxiety, and here in Zone 3, we use this to display the least amount of anxiety. We use statistical analysis like the two-way ANOVA to determine significance of our findings. For my results, for my acute exposure in seagrass, both nicotine and varenicline increased anxiety, as shown in here and here. It is also important to mention that nicotine-exposed fish spent significantly less time in the center zone compared to the control. In contrast, the AB zebrafish showed decreased anxiety in response to nicotine, while varenicline had no significant impact. For my recurrent exposure, in the seagrass fish, repeated nicotine exposure led to variable anxiety responses. Some fish showed increased anxiety, while others did not exhibit significant changes. AB fish, however, displayed a consistent decrease in anxiety with recurrent nicotine exposure. My findings reveal that nicotine and varenicline have complex effects on anxiety, which can differ between two different zebrafish strains. Acute nicotine exposure consistently increased anxiety while varenicline's impact varied. Recurrent nicotine exposure led to inconsistent anxiety levels in seagrass fish, which might be due to genetic variability. The AB strain showed more consistent responses, supporting the idea that genetic consistency can reduce behavior variability. We plan to expand our study by increasing sample sizes and replicating the experiments with additional fish. Further research will also explore the impact of varying nicotine exposure durations and assess other potential smoking cessation agents.